Well, 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 well. Where do we go from here? This genuinely feels like just when you think, just when you think it can't get any worse, it does. It is honestly tragic. Gerrard is the last guy to deliver a league title for us. He is one of our very few options that people would be actually have faith in, have a bit of confidence in. See if we appoint Danny Rollman, I don't know where we're going as a football club. Come on, man. Come on, what we doing? Come on. To me, Gerrard, it was him or nothing, man. And he's turned it down, and I'm sitting here, standing outside, don't even know what the reasons are. And I'm just sitting here thinking, what is next, man? It's like this endless cycle of just misery is going to continue and continue and continue.
Oh, lovely.
But no, I don't understand, right? I'm going to call bullshit on the timings, not right. Why did he fly over from the Middle East? Why did he fly over from the Middle East, right? To go, the timing's not changed for while he's been in London, while he's been here in the UK. Surely the timing wouldn't have been right. Something's happened here, and they're using the timing of the move as an excuse. Right, so I was at the back for the first 3.5 minutes there. I was flabbergasted. I needed some air to breathe. This is rank rotten. This is bad. The 49ers, right? The 49ers need called out here.
Aye, mate, aye.
Their leadership and ownership of this club has been nothing short of farcical. What? How did this actually get to this point? It's just like, why? It just doesn't make any sense. Something has obviously happened, because people are like, oh, it's his family, it's something like that. But we have been given this false hope that the guy that last led us to a league title was coming back. I just feel sick, man. I'm just sick to the back teeth of constant failure, constantly being let down. And I mean, I know obviously there's going to be a lot of people that are going to find this mightily amusing. And you know what? We go from one disaster to the next. It's an appointment we all wanted. What in the flying fuck are we playing at, man? It is an absolute disgrace. I'll come back to Rangers one day, but I'm not going to come back when fuds like Patrick Stewart and Kevin Telwell are at the club.
Steven Gerrard will not be the next Rangers manager. Steven Gerrard has turned down the opportunity. Alex, mate, welcome along. How are you?
A bit gutted, to be fair, mate. A bit gutted. Obviously, we all were right behind Steven Gerrard. I think the fans made no option clear that it was Gerrard, only Gerrard. Even the bookies had him pole position. We've had nothing but, obviously with Jermaine Defoe's been cryptic message after that, and we've had so much come out that Gerrard was going to be the next manager, and now he has declined us.
Nice.
It's a bit disappointing. Feels like we're back to square one. We were here only a couple of months ago when it was Russell Martin being talked about. Russell Martin's been sacked, and now all of a sudden we're straight back to square one. We all wanted Gerrard. Every poll that was put out, regardless of what channel you watched, everybody was for Gerrard. There was nobody second. It was always Gerrard, and now we're sitting here going, well, who now? Who do we look at? So it's a bit disappointing, in all honesty, mate. I think I spoke about it before. I think that it's something to do with Thelwell and Stewart.
No, it isn't.
Alex, Gerrard knocked his back apparently at the start of this before Russell Martin came in, right?
Gerrard, McInnes.
Yeah, Gerrard, right? And now he's knocked his back now.
Mm-hmm.
Now, McInnes has apparently knocked his back before. I've also heard that he wasn't actually offered the job, but let's just say for talking's sake he has. If we go for McInnes again and he knocks his back, I mean, what does that say about Rangers?
That we're just a laughing stock. that they can actually see that obviously there's the toxicity or just the fact that the
So
expectation.
is it worth even attempting to go for McInnes again?
If he's already knocked us back, then he's probably made his stance pretty clear that he doesn't want to come to the club. Here's for talking sake. What if we go to Stephen Robinson and he knocks us back as well? What does that then say about the club?
Definitely shite.
What if Danny Rowe knocks us back? We can't be sitting here going, let's get this manager. Well, that's not worked. Let's get this manager. It's not worked, because that's what we're doing right now. We're actually desperate, and that's what it's coming across as. We're falling away now, and we were meant to be rebuilding to put on a fight and actually start competing again. We can't compete with the top six. Never mind the bottom six.
Yeah.
Maybe if you have a job, Martin, you're mocking wipe your ass for you, Martin.
Steven Gerrard is a legend in football terms, and also a legend at Rangers. He's won us only title. Throw the money at Del Boy from Arts and try and get Derek McInnes in. Other than these two, I don't really have a suggestion. Some people say that he's been there and done it. These other incompetents may have not won us the title. Peace out, one love. A new beginning and set Rangers.
Honestly, genuinely thought it was 99% done. Gerrard wanted the club to pay off his tax bill. Anyone coming out and calling Gerrard greedy over that, well, look, you don't know. None of us know what was going on in that negotiation situation. The hand of Thelwell and Stewart is in here somewhere. My personal opinion on Thelwell and Stewart is that both of them are galactically incompetent, that both of them are absolute dross. Both of them are complete and utter scumbags and need to be driven out of our club. Kevin Thelwell is just, the guy looks special needs anyway, but he is just an absolute gimp.
Raging, fuming.
The guy needs to be driven out. Honestly, needs to be driven out of this football club. The job he's doing is dreadful, and the fact that there was that story going around at the time that he said that if Martin was sacked, he would resign too. Well, get out of our club. We don't want you here, Thelwell. You're failing at Rangers. You're basically using Rangers as a free payday for your family, bringing in your son. The guy needs to go. And as for Patrick Stewart, I don't often agree with Simon Jordan. I think Simon Jordan's a bit of an idiot. He hardly covered himself in glory at Manchester United, and let's face it, working for Manchester United is hardly a glowing recommendation. So, realistically, I would say both of them need to go. Sean Dyche was the new front runner. Personally, I think Sean Dyche would be a disaster for this football club. I'd be absolutely devastated if he was appointed. The guy is a second-rate loser. He's achieved nothing in his time. He's another Russell Martin.
Oh, lovely.
He achieved nothing. He failed at Everton. He failed at Watford. His win percentages are worse than Russell Martin's. His football is worse than Russell Martin's. Sean Dyche would be a disaster. If Sean Dyche was actually appointed as manager of Rangers, I genuinely wouldn't watch them again this season, because Dyche is just such an absolute dickhead. Danny Rule obviously is another possibility, but Danny Rule feels another philosophy project kind of guy. And that's not what we need as a club now. We need a strong leader. We need a strong leader at the top. And I don't think Danny Rule would be that strong leader at the top. People talk about McInnes. I don't see McInnes as a tall of a goer yet. I think McInnes, the compensation package will be way too high. Where did the club go from here? It's kind of gone from let's get someone in who's got a track record of winning the league in Scotland, who knows the club, who would be strong, who would organise the players, who'd organise what was going on, to again, honestly, it's an absolute joke. It is an absolute joke, this football club at the moment, how it is run, how it is organised. But at the moment, it appears we've got people in charge of the football club who are every bit as worse as the previous owners.
God's sake, you've been drinking?
49ers Enterprises, are genuinely look like they don't know what they're doing. They honestly don't know what they're doing. Now, I don't know whether that's because they're allowing people like Patrick Stewart and Kevin Thelwell to have more of a say in what's going on, if they are depending on Thelwell and Stewart, which is kind of, I think, a worry, given that open letter that they kind of doubled down on their support for Dumb and Dumberer. They're galactically incompetent and not fit to run our football club. But as for the new manager, look, I don't know who it's going to be now. I genuinely don't. Like I said, Sean Dyche, not for me, absolute disaster. Barry Ferguson, absolute disaster. It's, again, another example of a Rangers shit show.
Certainly do not want Derek McInnes as the Rangers manager. He's another one that knocked us back. I think if you get offered the Rangers job and you're maybe a Rangers fan and you knock it back, nah, no thanks. But the names are they're absolutely frightening me. Jesus, man, honestly, I'm getting ready, but I think to phone Erisa Martins.
Get it right up there.